All right, it was a wild day in the NHL, and not because we still have playoffs going late into June. Also, it was 31 degrees here before humidity, just insane. But also because we had a series of moves across the NHL. Now, we've got another video coming out either tonight or tomorrow about the moves from yesterday, but we've got 3 big ones I want to talk about today. I'll start with the least consequential one, probably. Barclay Goodrow was waived by the Rangers and picked up by the Sharks. This was definitely a bit of gamesmanship by both teams, as Barclay Goodrow apparently had the Sharks on his no-trade list. Unfortunately, he didn't have a full no-move clause, so this type of action, well, perfectly allowed. As a Rangers fan, this was a move that I was very happy to see. I mean, I like Goodrow as a person, but as a player, I thought he was weighing the team down. Yeah, he scored in the playoffs, but his shooting percentage was just unbelievable, and otherwise, on the ice, he just was not a positive force whatsoever, and at a $3.6 million contract, not good. I definitely thought the Rangers would have to give up something to get rid of Goodrow's contract. They didn't, obviously. For the Sharks, I don't think they're super worried about the cap, and some veteran leadership, it's good. Goodrow's streak of playoff appearances, however, probably over next year. In my opinion, the most interesting and I'd say honestly most consequential for next season at least, trade of the day, was between the Devils and Calgary. Calgary is sending Markstrom to the Devils in exchange for 23-year-old depth defenseman Kevin Ball and a 2025 top 10 protected first-round pick, with Calgary also retaining just over 30% of Markstrom's salary. I actually really like this for the Devils. Goaltending this season was really, really rough. They were splitting starts across like 4 goalies. No one was able to put much together. I don't know who the future is for that team, whether it's Akira Schmid or Nico Dawes, but they're getting what I would call, I think, an elite goalie for next season and the subsequent season, which is good because I think New Jersey has a really good core, and now they have a clear number 1 goaltender. It just makes sense. For Calgary, I don't know what else they could have expected, but I mean, they're probably going to be getting a mid to likely late round first round pick. Either way, the most interesting trade of the day, and the one that I did not see coming, has to be Pierre Luc Dubois for Darcy Kuemper, a 1-to-1 trade, and I don't know about this one, especially for LA. So Pierre Luc Dubois is obviously an interesting case. Very strong start to his year in Columbus, moved to Winnipeg, was unhappy, obviously had that massive sign and trade with LA where he was inked for 8 years. He then proceeded to, in this past season, have the worst output of his career. He played 82 games, had 40 points, and was a -9. Even when playing with like Kevin Fiala often. And yeah, I alluded to his long contract. He signed, did the sign and trade for 8 years at $8.5 million. That takes him through the prime of his career until he's 33. I think LA is going to be very happy to get out of this contract, which also had a 15-team no trade clause. I'm guessing Washington probably sees some upside and is taking a risk, but it feels like a very, very big risk. And it just feels like the Capitals are destined to crash really hard in the next few years. People are joking that they bought cap friendly, so their fans can't see that they will be paying $15 million to Tom Wilson and Pierre Luc Dubois until, and I'm not joking, 2031. A lot of people see it as one of the worst contracts in hockey. I don't disagree. That's not to say Kuemper had a good season either. This was the worst season of his career by far. He saw fewer starts for the Capitals. All of his goalie stats way down, or I guess up in terms of goals against. But he's also 2 years removed from winning a Stanley Cup with Colorado, and I don't know, I can see him having a bounce back. Either way, his contract, I think, is a bit more palatable. 3 years remaining, 15-team no-trade clause, $5.25 million. I don't know. I think LA kind of won this one. But, of course, let me know your thoughts on all of these moves and more down below.